Today is a very popular festival called Ganesha Chaturthi. Ganesh Chaturthi Vrata. So today we will understand very carefully who is Lord Ganesha, what are his roles and responsibilities in this universe, how did he appear, and why Ganesha has got elephant face, why is he called the remover of obstacles, Vignaharta, and many more details like his incarnations and many other things. First and foremost, when we discuss any of this kind of topics, the scripture gives us the caution. They say us that we should understand with care and attention, carefully, not emotionally, sentimentally. What do you mean by emotionally, sentimentally? I have already developed some emotions, likes and dislikes. This is called emotions. I already developed some like. And now when I hear something, if it does not match my emotion, then our mind may try to reject it. But Shastra Adhyayana is not like that. We should not have any bias. Bias means already in my mind I have decided something. It has to come and fit into this. No, anything we study in the scripture, it should be tattvataha, from the truth point of view. What is the truth? Not from my emotion point of view, not from my likes and dislike point of view, not what I've heard in my childhood point of view, not what my parents told me. No, what scriptures, what shastras tell us. So who is Ganesha? What is his original identity? We had to understand Ganesha, his original identity, Ganapati, from scripture point of view. Here is Lord Brahma saying in Brahma Samhita, Yat pada pallava yugam vinidhaya kumbha dvandve pranama samaye saganadhirajaha. This Ganadhiraja, Ganesha, he is holding on to the lotus feet of Lord Govinda. So the primary introduction of Lord Ganesha is described as the devotee of Lord Krishna, devotee of Lord Narayana. Yat pada pallava yugam. Pada, he's sitting at the lotus feet of Govinda. Holding on to the lotus feet of Govinda for what? To receive the power to remove the vignas in these three worlds. So we call Ganesha as Vignaharta, the remover of all the obstacles. To get that power, the scriptures say he's sitting at the lotus feet of Govinda, Krishna. So how do we understand? There are a lot of details to understand. Who is this Ganapati? In the Agni Purana, Srila Prabhupada quotes from Agni Purana and says, whenever we discuss about any Devata, so Prabhupada says how to understand who are these Devatas. It is said, Vishnu Bhakto Bhavet Daivaha. You become a Devata only if you are a Vishnu Bhakta. If you are not a devotee of Lord Vishnu, you will not get an opportunity to become the Devata. Vishnu Bhaktaha Bhaved Daivaha. This is what Srila Prabhupada quotes Agni Purana and says that all the Devatas are the devotees of Lord Vishnu. That's their original identity. Unless you are a devotee or servant of Lord Vishnu, you will not get this opportunity to become Devata. So this is the first background understanding. Now, how did Ganapati appear? Now, Ganapati appears in many times in the creation process. So broadly, there are three stages in creation. We are very summarized way we are discussing. Broadly speaking, there are three stages of creation. What is the three stages? Before the universe was created, Then the universe was created, then inside the universe. So just to give an example, like before you build house, you bring materials. That is first level of creation. Then you build your house. That is second stage of creation. Then inside your home, called like interiors or whatever. So that is the last stage of the creation. So now, the primary creation, Sargaha, in the Srimad Bhagavatam, it is very nicely explained. Narayana expanded himself, or Lord Krishna expanded himself as Vasudeva, Pradyumna, Aniruddha, Sankarshana. And this Vasudeva, with Lakshmi Devi's incarnation as Maya, created a first element called Mahat Tattva. Mahat Tattva is the body of Lord Brahma. This is the body of Lord Brahma. Then from the Mahat Tattva, this is on element. Element means it's like a material. For this will be used for creating the universe later. So Mahat Tattva element came the next element called Ahankara Tattva. And this Ahankara Tattva is the body of Lord Shiva. Lord Shiva controls this Ahankara Tattva. So now this Ahankara Tattva has got three further divisions. Vaikarika Ahankara, Taijasa Ahankara, Tamasa Ahankara. And all these three Ahankara subdivisions are operated, controlled by Lord Shiva. So from the Vaikarika Ahankara, all the Devatas are created. The Devatas that we see, Agni, Surya, Chandra, Vayu, Varuna, 33 crore Devatas. They're all born from Vaikarika Ahankara Tattva, which is controlled and operated by Lord Shiva. Then Taijasa Ahankara is that Ahankara which creates five senses. Like we have five knowledge acquiring senses. Seeing, hearing, smelling, touching. This not the way we see, in its very, very subtle and original form we are talking. So that is created from Taijasa Ahankara. And then from Tamasa Ahankara Tattva, Panchabhutas are created. Prithvi, Apaha, that is water. Then comes Agni, fire element. Then comes Vayu, Vayu element. And then comes Akasha element. Right? These are the five Bhuta, Panchabhuta element. And of all these elements are controlled by certain Devatas. So, here it is mentioned that Akashanama Vigneshaha. In the Chandogya Upanishad Bhashya it is mentioned Akashanama Vigneshaha. Who is this Ganapati? Ganapati is the controller of the Akasha Tattva. This Akasha Tattva is one of the five elements created by Lord Shiva. What are those five elements? Earth, water, fire, air, ether are Akasha. This Akasha Tattva is the body of Ganapati or Ganesha. And these Devatas are also created by Lord Shiva. So in that, and this is all happening where? Before the even universe is created. So that means we are understanding the original identity of Ganapati, that he's created by Lord Shiva from the Vaikarika Tattva. That is why he's called Vakratunda, because he's a creation of Vaikarika Tattva. He's also the controller and operator of the Akasha Tattva. In fact, the Akasha Tattva is the body for Ganesha. What is the body of Ganapati? Akasha Tattva. Like our body is made up of some element, right? We see this, what is this, our human body is made up of? We see it is made up of earth and water and all that. What is Ganapati's body made up of? First of all, we should understand Ganapati is a Atma, is a soul. Nobody can create Ganapati. Soul always exists. Soul is eternal. But Ganapati's body, was created by Lord Shiva. And what is that body made up of? Akasha Tattva. And that Akasha Tattva is what Chandogya Upanishad Bhashya says, Akasha Nama Vigneshaha. Next it said in the Brihad Bhashya, Nabho Abhimani Vignesho. Nabha. Nabha is another name of sky or Akasha. Nabho Abhimani. Abhimani means operator or controller. Nabho Abhimani Vignesho Vishnur Mamsashrita Sada Antariksha Abhimani Cha Tatsunu Rudare Sthiti Iticha. So this Ganapati, Ganesha, he is the controller and operator of the Akasha Nabha, and his body is made up of Akasha Tattva. Now, this is all explained again in the Shat Upanishad. It is mentioned, Akasha Devata Vignastato. This Vignesha is Akasha Devata. See how many scriptures are talking about Ganapati. Who is he? What is his body made up of? So now when you see here, okay, Akasha. How great his body, we have to understand. This entire universe, when I say universe, not just the earth. Where are we staying? We are staying in earthly planet, right? And it is mentioned there are total 14 planetary system. 14 planetary system. 7 up, 7 down. Down are Atala, Vitala, Sutala, Talatala, Mahatala, Rasatala, Patala. These are down planets. And then there are upper Bhur, Bhuvas, Swaha. There are Svargarloka, Maharloka, Janaloka, Tapaloka, like this Satyaloka. There are upper planets. So all this put together, it is called one universe. And what is the size of this one universe? The size of this entire one universe is called 50 crore yojanas. Yojana is a Vedic measurement. So it is 13 kilometer. If you convert to modern day calculation, it is 1 yojana is equal to 13 kilometer. 50 crore yojana means 120 billion kilometer it is. That is the size of the universe. And what is the size of Ganapati? Because this entire universe is in the Akasha. Isn't it? That means this entire universe is in Ganapati. Inside Ganapati. And that means 120 billion kilometer size, this one universe is inside Ganapati. Then that itself is so difficult to digest for us. You can understand how big is the Ganapati, right? Now, what is the size of the Ganapati body? The Ganapati body is also mentioned in the Vedic scripture. His body is mentioned as 50 lakh crore yojana is the size of Ganapati body. How much? 50 lakh crore yojanas. If you convert into our calculation, the kilometer calculation, it comes to 120 trillion kilometers. How much? 120 trillion kilometer is the size of Ganesha's body. The entire universe is there. That is why it is said, Vakratunda Mahakaya. Mahakaya. Kaya means the body. And Ganapati's prayer talks about Mahakaya. Maha means huge. When you say huge, how much? How much it is? How many trillion? 120 trillion kilometer. That is why it's called Mahakaya. Vakratunda Mahakaya. He is also called Lambodara. People have misunderstood Lambodaras. Udara means stomach. Lambodara means huge stomach. So they are thinking Lambodara means Ganapati has on huge stomach because he eats a lot of things like. These are all very misunderstood, materialistic, nonsense understanding. Lambodara means because this is the size of the universe. The universe size is 50 crore yojana, that is 600 billion kilometer, and the size of Ganapati is 120 trillion kilometer, and that is the size of his body, his stomach. That is why it's called Mahakaya Lambodara. This is a correct understanding from the Upanishads. This is who is, that is the size. And that Ganapati, who is this size, is created by Lord Shiva. Then you can understand what is the capacity of Lord Shiva. Lord Shiva is creating somebody called Ganapati, and who is this size? And this Lord Shiva is created by Mahat Tattva, and that Mahat Tattva is created by Govinda. Govindam Adi Purusham. Then what is the capacity of Govinda? See, this is how we should understand, isn't it? So, and then what is this? Where is this Ganapati? What is his place? Where is he there? Right? Originally, this is called, now we are all talking about, this is all outside of the universe. All this discussion is outside of the universe. Again in Srimad Bhagavatam and in the Purusha Sukta it is mentioned, Nabhya Asid Antariksham. In the Purusha Sukta, in the Rigveda it is mentioned, this Antarikshaha, this is in the Nabhi. Nabhi means the navel. Navel of Lord Vishnu, Narayana. Nabhid Asid Antariksham. This Akasha or Antariksha is in the navel of Lord Vishnu. That means, where is Ganapati? What is his residence? He is residing in the navel of Mahavishnu. That is his Swarupa Sthiti, or that is his original residence place. So that means, what is the residence place of Ganapati? In the navel of Mahavishnu. Nabhi Asid Antarikshaha. In the Srimad Bhagavatam it is mentioned, Nabho Nabhirato Dishashrutihi. Nabho Nabhirataha. In this Nabaha, Nabha means the sky, is in the Nabhi of Mahavishnu. That is where Ganapati is there. This is all outside of universe. So far we discussed the Swarupa of Ganapati. Swarupa means original identity of Ganesha. Who is Ganesha? Ganesha is that great personality created by Lord Shiva. Again, very carefully, nobody creates the soul. You only create the body for the soul, because souls are eternal. Nityaha Shashvataha, Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita. So this Ganesha's body is created by Lord Shiva's two Ahankara Tattva, Vaikarika Tattva, where he appeared as a Devata, and he's a Tamasa Ahankara Tattva, where Akasha Tattva was created, and Ganesha is the operator, controller, and in charge of Akasha Tattva. And how big this Akasha? What Akasha we see from the earthly planet is called Antarikshaha. This is called this is not the full Akasha. Above this there are Svargalokas. And above that entire universe, and above entire universe there is an earth layer. Above earth layer there is a 10 times bigger that water layer. Above water layer is fire layer 10 times or 100 times than the earth. And then 10 times more than the fire layer is air layer. 10 times bigger than air layer is Akasha layer. And that Akasha layer is where Ganapati is the controller, Akasha Tattva. We understand? So this is outside the creation, outside the universe. Now after the universe was created, in this universe, on this earthly planet, there is a place called Kailasa. In that Kailasa Parvata, there's Lord Shiva with all his associates, like Parvati and all of them. So in the Varaha Purana, of course, the Skanda Purana, there are many places where this appearance of Ganapati comes inside the universe. So once Parvati Devi, she desired that she wants to create Ganapati's body once again. So she was going to take bath, And so now she thought she needed somebody to guard. See, all these things, tattvataha, we have to understand. We should not understand like some children. Parvati Devi, she's Durga Devi. She's not some ordinary woman. She needs some guard and protection for her to take bath. She is the protector of the entire universe. That we have to understand. What is the capacity of Parvati Devi? She is the protector of the entire universe. She has got 10 hands and all the weapons are there. She has no fear. She requires no protection from anybody. But these are all some leelas. There are certain divine reasons are there why they do like that. So when she wanted to take bath, she thought, okay, I need somebody who will guard while I'm taking bath. So from her body, there was mrittika. Mrittika means there was a, it's not exactly soil or, like foolishly people say there was a dirt on Parvati Devi body. First of all, according to Shastras, Devata's body does not have any dirt. They're always shuchir bhutaha. They're always shuchihi. There is nothing called dirt on any Devata's body. It is on the human body there is a dirt. That's why we have to take bath. Without taking bath, we don't approach any devatas, right? We don't do any puja because there's so much of dirt. Our body produces dirt in terms of many like sweda, sweat and many things. Devata's body does not produce all those things. There is no dirt on Parvati's body. She did Tulasi puja and she smeared her body with the Tulasi mrittika. Mrittika means a soil where Tulasi is growing. That is called Tulasi Mrittika. And Parvati Devi, she is worshipping Lakshmi Devi, and Tulasi is the, incarnation of Lakshmi Devi. So as a mark of respect to Lakshmi Devi, just like we do Tulasi Puja and we take the Tulasi Mrittika and we put it on our forehead. Like that Parvati Devi, she had smeared her body with the Tulasi Mrittika. The Varaha Purana explains, and from that Tulasi Mrittika, that the soil of the Tulasi, she created the body of this Ganapati inside this universe in the Kailasa. So now we are talking about inside the universe. Already Ganapati exists as Akasha Tattva Bhimani, as Chandogya Upanishad says, Shat Prashna Upanishad says, right? He's already there. So now Parvati Devi is desiring to create such body. Now how great these people are. We don't create any body and invite a particular person like that. Isn't it? Like when an ordinary father and mother, when they conceive a child, they have no idea which is the child that is going to take birth. They don't even know the gender of the child. They have to wait till the child is born. Okay, even if you are able to figure out the gender of the child through some sonography and all that, but you don't know what is the background of the child, who is the identity of this child. But Parvati Devi is not like that. From the mrittika of her body, Tulasi mrittika, she created one body. And then she invited whom? She invited Akasha Tattva Bhimani. You come and enter into this body. They are that capable people. They can invite. See, when you invite, generally people who are under you, who are below you may come. But to invite some big personality. How big is Ganapati? We already discussed, right? Mahakaya. 120 trillion kilometer is the size of his body. Entire universe is inside his stomach. That is why his name is Lambodara. And that Ganapati, she is able to order. You come, you enter inside the body that I have created. That is the capacity of Durga Devi. Again, please understand, such Durga Devi does not require anybody to protect her when she is taking bath. But however, for the Leela purpose, so she created that body and she ordered that Ganapati to enter inside that body. So now Ganapati entered. Now she is taking bath, so Ganapati is guarding. So now Lord Shiva comes to Kailasa. So then Ganapati stops. He says, no, you cannot go. I have been ordered by Parvati Devi. No one is allowed. So Shiva says, no, I am the husband of Parvati Devi. Why are you not allowing? Who are you? He says, I am the son of Parvati. Oh, who are you? How can you be the son of Parvati? I am the husband of Parvati. Again, a caution. Tattvataha. Please don't understand anything like a childish people. Mahadeva, Lord Shiva, has already created Ganapati. We already discussed it. Outside of the universe, from Ahankara Tattva, Vaikarika, Taijasa, Tamasa, Vaikarika Tattva, Lord Shiva already created Ganapati. He knows who is Ganapati. And the second thing is, a personality like Lord Shiva has no ajnana. There is no illusion, there is no ignorance for Lord Shiva that he doesn't know who is Ganapati. Please carefully understand all these things. But he's still asking, who are you? Right? There is a reason for all that, why it is happening like that. So when Lord Shiva asked, so he didn't allow. So Lord Shiva took his Trishula, he cut off the head of this Ganapati, who was in the human-like form at that time. Then Parvati Devi came, she saw that the child head is cut off. She said, oh, what did you do? I created this body and invited that personality. So you cut off his head. I want this person back. So please do something, get this person back to life. So immediately Lord Shiva called his Kinkaras, his servants, and told, go search for a person who is sleeping in the northern direction and bring the head of that person. So they searched and they found an elephant. They brought the head of that elephant. Now again, one question we have to ask. So Lord Shiva fixed that elephant head to this Ganapati. Now, if anyway Lord Shiva is capable of fixing the head of elephant, that head which he cut off, that only he could have fixed it back. Why is he fixing in another head? That elephant head. That head which he cut off is lying down there only. This incident is proving that Lord Shiva is capable of fixing the head. If anyway he is capable of fixing the head, fix the same head. No, why are you fixing another head? That too elephant head. This is the whole background. This is what we have to very carefully understand why this whole incident happened. Right? So there are multiple reasons. Last year we had discussed in another reason. Today we'll discuss in another reason. So in his original identity as Ganesha, as we already discussed, Vishnu Bhakta Bhaved Daivaha. All the Devatas are devotees and servants of Lord Vishnu. And we know Advaitam Achyutam Anadim Anantarupam, Lord Vishnu, Krishna has got innumerable, unlimited forms of Lord Vishnu. There are so many forms like Matsya, Varaha, Kurma, Parashurama, Rama, Krishna, Buddha, Kalki. So many avatars, so many forms are there. So different devotees, they like to worship different forms. Somebody likes to worship Lord as Narasimha Avatara, somebody worship him Varaha, somebody worship him Hayagriva. So which is the form of Lord Vishnu that Ganapati worships? So that is mentioned in the Mandukya Upanishad. In the Mandukya Upanishad it is mentioned that Vaishvanaro Jagarita Sthano Go Gajavakrataha. So, Lord Vishnu has some very special forms, 4 forms called Vishwa, Taijasa, Prajna, Turiya. These are all names of Lord Vishnu's forms. Vishwa form. There is a Vishwa form of the Lord. You heard of this name called Vishwa. What is the form of this Lord Vishwa? So this is the form, Vishwa form is what Ganapati is always worshipping, doing dhyana, meditation. And this Vishwa form is mentioned in the Upanishad as Saptangaha Ekona Vimshati Mukhaha Sthula Bhuk Vaishvanara Prathamaha. So this Vishwa form has got 19 heads. How many? 19 heads. Out of the 19 heads, the center head, 9 this side, 9 this side. How many became? 18. But the center one, that has got Gajavaktraha. Gajavaktraha. Like Narasimha has got the face of Simha, lion face. Varaha form of Lord Vishnu has got the face of boar, Varaha. Matsya form of the Lord has got the Matsya, that the fish form. Hayagriva form of Lord has got the form of horse, Hayagriva. Like that the Vishwa and the Taijasa form of Lord Vishnu has got the face of elephant. This is the Lord Vishnu's one of the authorized form mentioned in the Mandukya Upanishad. Right? And in that it is mentioned, Ashtadasha Mukhanasya Pumakarani Sarvashaha. Ashtadasha. Dasha. Ashta means 8. Dasha means 10. Ashtadasha means 18. Out of 19 faces of Vishwa and Taijasa form of Lord Vishnu, the 18 faces are Pumakarani. Puman means human-like. The 18 faces are like human. Madhyamantu Gajakaran. Madhyama, the middle face, is Gajakaran. Madhyamantu Gajakaran Chaturbahu Parappuman. And this is the description of Vishwa and Taijasa form of Lord Vishnu. What is that? The Vishwa and Taijasa form has got 19 faces, and out of the 19 faces, the 18 faces are Pumakara, that means a human-like faces, and the Madhyamantu Gajakaran, the middle face is the elephant face, and this is the deity, this is a form of Lord Narayana that Vinayaka or this Ganesha is always doing meditation. This is his favorite deity, the favorite form of Lord Vinayaka. So because he always desiring to meditate on this form of the Lord, to give him that form, Lord Shiva and Parvati performed this Leela. Very carefully understand, Parvati Devi does not require any protection from anybody, and Lord Shiva does not have any ignorance to identify who this person is. Now when the head is cut off, they fix this elephant form. And why this elephant form? In the Mandukya Upanishad it is mentioned that Lord Ganapati, Lord Ganesha, because he is a devotee of Lord Vishnu, Lord Narayana, he is always doing meditation on this Vishwa and Taijasa form of Lord Vishnu, which has got 19 faces, out of which the middle face is the Gajavaktra or Gajakara, and because of that Gajakara, that Ganesha likes it, to give him that face, Lord Shiva performed this pastime. This is the reason why Ganapati has got elephant face. So whenever we see Ganapati and see him in the elephant face, immediately we have to remember that indicates what a great devotee Ganapati is of Lord Vishnu. He is such a great devotee that he has got that face which he likes to meditate upon. This is the reason why he has got Vinayakastu Vishwasya Dhyanadhyait Gajavaktratam. Vinayakastu Vishwasya, this Vishwa form is what Vinayaka. Dhyanat Gajavaktratam. Vaktraha means the face. Dhyanat is doing meditation on the Gajavaktra, elephant face of Vishwa, and Tathaiva Taijasa Dhyanat. So this is all in the Mundaka Upanishad. And so this is the background of who is Ganesha, original identity. Very careful. We should not misunderstand Ganapati, and in a misunderstood format, if you approach Ganapati, Ganapati will be unhappy and upset with us. Mahakaya is such a great person, but he is still servant of Lord Vishnu. When you think of Ganapati like this, Ganapati becomes so happy with you and he will bless you. Ganapati has got many varieties of blessings to give, and he'll give all his blessings. We have to be very careful when we think of the original identity of Ganapati. Now, after this, now let us understand, Ganapati has got some incarnations, very interesting incarnation. He is so dear to Lord Krishna, so dear to Lord Vishnu. When Lord Vishnu, Krishna appeared in Dwapar Yuga as Krishna Avatara, Ganapati also appeared to assist Lord Krishna. And how did he appear? He appeared as son of Lord Krishna. How did he appear? Son of. See how devotees, it's so interesting in Sanatana Dharma. Your relationship with Parabrahma is so unique. Somebody relationship with that Parabrahma, Param Satya, that ultimate supreme truth, that is Narayana Vasudeva, Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Somebody wants to worship that ultimate truth by becoming father and mother of that. Devaki, Vasudeva, Yashoda, Nanda Maharaja. They're worshipping that supreme truth by becoming the father and mother of that supreme truth. Somebody wants to worship that supreme truth by becoming the wife of the supreme truth. Lakshmi Devi, Radharani, Sita. You see, I want to be a devotee of the supreme truth by becoming a wife, by becoming the beloved of that. Isn't it? Somebody wants to be the brother like Balaram, Lakshmana, Bharata, Shatrughna. And now Ganapati is doing many janma tapasya. For what? To become the son of Lord Krishna. In that way, he wants to worship the Lord, and in that way, he wants to serve the Lord. To serve Lord, anybody can do, everybody is already a servant. But if you want to serve the Lord by becoming like this, Son of God, you must have so much qualification. All these things should tell us what is the proximity of Ganesha to Lord Krishna. What is his closeness to Krishna? He's so close to Lord Krishna that Krishna has allowed him to become his own son in Dwapar Yuga, in Krishna Avatara. And he has appeared as son of Rukmini Devi. And what is that? In the Mahabharata, it is mentioned, Charudeshna Krishna Sutostu Purvam Vinayakaha. Purvam Vinayakaha. This Vinayakaha, Purvam Vinayakaha, Charudeshnaha Krishna Sutaha. He is Charudeshna, who is son of Krishna. But Purvam Vinayakaha is a Vinayaka. He has appeared as son of Krishna, whose name is Charudeshna. See, this is the closeness of Ganapati to Lord Krishna. He is so dear to Lord Krishna, he has become son of Lord Krishna. And in the Mahabharata, during this Vanaparva, where this Yudhishthira Maharaj plays dice game and loses everything, and then they are abandoned to forest. They're in the forest. At that time, Krishna comes. Oh, what happened? Why you didn't call me? Oh, I would have come actually. That time this Shalya, Salva, they had attacked Dwaraka. I was fighting. Otherwise, I would have come. At that time, Krishna says, when he is describing this Salva's attack on Dwaraka, Krishna speaks about Charudeshna, his son. And he says, how great my son is, how he fought. He's telling to Yudhishthira Maharaj. He says, Charudeshna samsakto vivindyo namadanavaha maharata samgnyato maharaja mahadanu. Oh Maharaja Yudhishthira, you know how my son Charudeshna fought? He's a Maharata. He's a great, powerful personality. He faced this Vivindya demon. He faced the Salva Maharaja demon. He fought very ferociously, like a great hero. So Krishna is taking pride. Krishna is taking pleasure glorifying Charudeshna, how he fought. And who is that Charudeshna? Vinayaka, Ganesha. What does all this say? That this Ganesha, he's so dear to Krishna, and he has appeared as son of Krishna and is assisting Krishna in Bhubharana. Why Krishna has come? Bhubhara Harana. To remove the unnecessary burden on this planet Earth. And to assist Krishna with his own family member, Vinayaka, Ganesha has come. And for that he has done so much tapasya, acquired that qualification. Then he has appeared as son of Krishna. This is who he is. And then in Srimad Bhagavatam, again it is mentioned among the sons of Krishna. Krishna, how many wives are there for Krishna? 16,108. From every wife, Krishna had 10 sons and 1 daughter. 16,108 into 10 into again 1 daughter. That means 16,108 daughters he had. 16,108 into 10. That many sons he had. Among these sons, Srimad Bhagavatam says that there are 18 sons that are extremely powerful and great. All are great because they are sons of Lord Krishna. Among them, 18 of them are so great. And among the 18, Srimad Bhagavatam says, Tesham udbhava viryanam ashtadasha maharataha. Ashtadasha Maharata. 18 Maharatis among this Krishna's children. And who are they? Pradyumnas Charudeshascha Deeptiman Bhanurevacha. First is Pradyumna. And second is Charudeshna. This is the position of Charudeshna, who is Ganapati. This is the second among the 18 great children of Lord Krishna, and that is Ganapati. This is the original identity and incarnation of Ganapati in connection to Lord Krishna as a servant of Lord Krishna is coming and assisting, right? So this is how we understand. And then very important, now when you read some of the Puranas and some of the Shastras like Ganapati Purana and all that, so we read there that Ganapati created the universe. Ganapati is a maintainer of the universe. Ganapati is a destroyer of the universe. Ganapati is the one who gives moksha. Like this we read. It is mentioned in the scripture. So how do we understand? So sometimes people either they get bewildered or they misunderstand. What is a misunderstanding? First misunderstanding is that they think, oh, Ganapati is a supreme personality of Godhead. Ganapati is Supreme Lord because he is the creator, he is the maintainer, he is the destroyer. He gives you liberation. That's what mentioned in the Puranas, Shastras. This is the first misunderstanding. Second misunderstanding is, no, in Srimad Bhagavatam and Upanishads and Vedas it is mentioned, Krishna, Narayana is the creator. Narayana is the one who gives moksha. Here it is mentioned Ganesha. That means Krishna and Ganesha both are same. So there is one God which has got many forms. These are all nonsense and misunderstanding. How we have to understand? Veda Vyasa has explained this in his Brahma Sutra. There is something called Brahma Sutra, Vedanta Sutra. In the Vedanta Sutra it is mentioned, how it is mentioned? Very Utpatti sthiti samhara niyatir jnanamavritihi bandha moksha cha purushadyasmat harer karat. This is mentioned in the Brahma Sutra. Utpatti sthiti samhara niyatir jnana avritaha bandha mokshaha. This all devatas do this. Not just Narayana. Utpatti means creation. Sthiti means maintenance. Samhara means destruction. Jnana means they give knowledge. Avriti means they cover your knowledge. Bandhana, they entangle you in this material world. Moksha, they'll give you liberation also. Oh, that means all gods are equal, you see. Brahma Sutra only says. No, Vyasadeva has clarified this. The difference between Narayana doing all these things and other devatas doing all these things. First and foremost, we have to understand everybody does this. Like you see, all of us, we are not devatas, but we also have the capacity of Utpatti, Sthiti, Samhara. Utpatti means creation. You see, ordinary man and woman, they are also creating another child. So creating capacity is there for everybody. Even mosquito is creating another mosquito. It is not that. But how much you can create? One mosquito can create only mosquito. But mosquito cannot create, peacock. Mosquito cannot create elephant. Mosquito has a creation capacity of only mosquito. But mosquito has creation capacity. A human being has creation capacity. Human being cannot produce some cows. Have you ever seen some cows are taking birth from human being? No, the cows cannot produce human being. Everybody has creation capacity, maintaining capacity. Like after giving birth, the cow is also maintaining the calf by giving the milk. So there is a sthiti. sthiti capacity, utpatti capacity, all that is there. Like that it is mentioned. Devatas also have got, because Devatas are so great, they have got all these things in much, much bigger capacity. Like a universal level capacity they have got. That's why they're called Tattvabhimani Devata. They're all creators of this universe. Then it is said Narayana also creates. Then what is the difference between Narayana and these Devatas? So that is what Srila Vyasadeva is clarifying. Harer Karat. Harir Karat. Rat means independence. What is that? Independence. Only Hari. Hari means Lord Vishnu. Narayana does Utpatti, Sthiti, Samhara, Jnana, Avrataha, Bandha, Moksha. All these things independently Lord Narayana does. And the remaining people, they are dependent on Narayana for all these things. It means it is said that if Ganapati does the creation of this world, yes, he does creation, but to create this universe, for all that ingredients and elements and for whatever that jnana, that capacity, for that he is dependent on Lord Hari. That we should never forget it. If you forget that, then it is called Viparita Jnana or misunderstood knowledge. Oh, you see, Ganapati is doing the creation of this universe. Ganapati is giving moksha. He is moksha prada. He is giving moksha. You are saying Narayana also gives moksha. When Ganapati gives moksha, he cannot give moksha if Lord Narayana is not granted. If Narayana has given sanction, then he can sanction. If Narayana is not sanctioned, he cannot give moksha. That means Ganapati can give you moksha and is giving liberation to you is not independent. It is dependent on Narayana's approval. Harir Kararat. That Swatantrata or independence is not there. But they do all these things. Like we also do creation. But our creation is not independence. We are not independent. We are dependent on so many things in this world. Isn't it? A man cannot simply create, he requires a woman. A woman cannot create, he requires a man. So we are dependent, but only Narayana is independent. This is the difference between other devatas. So when we read the Shastra, when you read other Puranas, you will come across all these topics. That devata also does Utpatti means creation, Sthiti maintenance, Samhara destruction, Jnana, Avrata, Bandha, Moksha, all this they do, but they're all not independent. They're dependent on Lord Hari. This Jnana, this clarity we should maintain in our mind. This is very, very important, right? And one of the very beautiful, amazing service, one more service that Lord Ganesha offered is, just like he appeared as a son to Lord Krishna, another incarnation of Lord Krishna in the Dwapariga was Vyasadeva. Vyasaya Vishnu Rupaya. He is a Lord Vishnu, has come as Vyasadeva, Vedavyas. When Vedavyasa wanted to compile Mahabharata, he wanted a powerful person who can, scribe, who can write that. The Vedavyasa said, I will go on speaking Mahabharata. Somebody has to put that into writing. Who will do that? So then he asked Vyasadeva to Lord Brahma. So he asked Brahma, you are the creator of everything, because Lord Brahma is the first creator, right? So tell me, give me one suggestion of one person. So Lord Brahma suggested the name of Ganapati. So then Ganapati came, and then Ganapati, he said, okay, I will write, but I will write on one condition. What is that condition? That you should not stop in between. So then Vyasadeva also put another condition. Okay, I will not stop in between, but you also should write only if you have understood it. Means you, like in our school days, we all write. We just write. The teachers tell us, likho, just write. Doesn't matter whether you understand or not understand, just write. But Vyasadeva put condition to Ganesha that you have to write Mahabharata with understanding of what I am writing, not blindly writing. Isn't it? I want that kind of a person. And Ganapati agreed for that. And then in the Mahabharata, Adi Parva, it is mentioned that how it is, so nicely he mentioned, right? Tatra jagama vignesho veda vyaso yatastitaha pujitoschopa vishtasya vyase noktra sadaranagha lekhako bharatasyasya bhavatvam gananayakaha. Lekhaka means scribe. Scribe, the writer. So, Vignesho Vedavyaso, he became the scribe for Vedavyasa. This is mentioned in Mahabharata, Adi Parva. Lekako Bharatasyasya Bhavatvam Gananayaka. So, in this way, he assisted Vyasadeva. By putting that condition that you have to understand and write, actually Vyasadeva is revealing the glorious position of Ganesha to all of us. That here is a person that he understands and does service. Writing is a service. Many times, what is the problem that we all face? Devotees do service, but they don't apply their mind and intelligence. How many times Krishna tells in Bhagavad Gita? What is that? Mayarpita manobuddhihi, Mayarpita manobuddhihi, Manaha buddhihi. You apply, engage your mind and intelligence, engage your mind and intelligence. So many times it repeats in Bhagavad Gita to show how to apply mind and intelligence. Here Vyasadeva, who is Krishna himself, is demonstrating through Ganesha. Here is my devotee Ganesha who applies his mind and intelligence. And he is doing his service. What is the service? Writing Mahabharata. And how should you write that Mahabharata? By applying your mind and intelligence. Not that your mind is lost, your intelligence is lost. Mechanically you're doing something. Mechanically you're cooking. Mechanically you're cleaning. Mechanically your mind is somewhere else doing. Vyasadeva is saying you will not get the full benefit of that. Like Ganapati. So what should be our prayers to Ganapati? Oh my dear Ganapati, Ganesha, how you engaged and applied your mind and intelligence to do service to Vyasadeva, you do service to Krishna, like that. You help me to engage my mind, my intelligence in my service to Krishna. Otherwise, I am not applying my mind and intelligence. I'll do disservice to Lord Krishna. In order to do good service to Krishna, I have to engage my mind and intelligence. So in this way, Ganapati did a glorious seva to Vyasadeva. And another very important role that Ganapati plays in this universe. So it is mentioned in Srimad Bhagavatam, Karmano Daiva Netrena. All the karma, all the actions that we do, they are being witnessed. They are being witnessed. Witness means they're continuously being observed and witnessed and being recorded by Sakshi. Witness. Sakshi is a Sanskrit word. In Sanskrit, Akshi means eyes. Sa Akshi means along with your eyes, someone else is also seeing. Someone else is also seeing. Like nowadays we see you're under CCTV surveillance. That means someone else is watching you. Be careful, be aware, someone else is watching you. So in the Shastra it is mentioned there are 12 universal CCTV cameras. 12, their CCTV camera, is only one room only it can see. But these 12 great personalities, they can watch every small detail that is happening in this universe. Entire universe. And who are this? It is mentioned that Aditya Chandra Vanilar Analascha Dyaur Bhumi Rapo Hrudayam Yamascha. These 12 personalities. Aditya, Surya is one of the Sakshi. Chandra is another Sakshi. Anala is fire. That is a very famous Agni Sakshi. Everyone knows. Like marriage happens, many things happens, Agni Sakshi. So Dyav is sky. Sky is another witness. And who is the sky? That is Ganapati. So Ganapati is one of the Sakshi. He's always watching you. He's always witnessing what you're doing. You cannot escape from the supervision of Ganapati. So you should have this, that Ganapati is always watching me, right? So he's playing the role of the universe monitor. He's a monitor. And tomorrow you do something and tell, no, I have not done this, right? In Kali Yuga, we are very expert in manipulating, telling lies. We tell lies as if it is free of cost like that. But we don't know there is a payment for that. One lie you tell, 1,000 years you have to stay in hell. This is what Shastra is saying. For one lie, how many years? 1,000 years you have to stay in hell, Naraka Vasa. Now we can understand how many years we are going to stay in Naraka. The count, I think nobody has a count of that. This is the problem with Kali Yuga. Manda Bhagya. We are so unfortunate that first of all we don't know. Second one is we don't care. We say, I don't care. So what? Like it is written on the cigarette pack. Don't smoke, you will die. You say, I don't care, I'll smoke. So like that it is said, don't tell lies, you'll go to hell. I don't care, I'll go to hell. So what? So anyway, so Ganapati will help you to go to hell because he is he's a witness. He's a universal witness. So that's what we should understand. And next, another thing we have to understand, one very important activities of Ganapati is Vignaharta. Right? He is Vignakarta, he is Vignaharta. What does it mean? Vignakarta, for some people, he'll create more problems, more obstacle. For some people, he removes obstacles. He creates obstacles, he removes obstacles. Vignakarta, Vignaharta. So people are nicely assuming in their mind, for me, Ganesha will play the role of Vignaharta. How do you know that he will do Vignaharta for you? For that, we have to understand the Shastra. And the example is given. This demon, this foolish demon called Ravana, so he somehow convinced Lord Shiva to give Atmalinga. And he is carrying Atmalinga. And it's very demoniac. He's such a great destructive, demoniac person. So such a person is now carrying Atmalinga. So it is not good for anybody. So that is how Ganesha came in a place called Gokarna. And he came in the form of a Brahmana Vatu. And so Ravana said, I want to do my Sandhya Vandana. So I'll give you this Atmalinga. Keep it with you. And once I come by, I'll take it back. Isn't it? So that there was one rule. What is that rule? You cannot keep Atmalinga. Wherever you keep, it will not move from that place. So what did Ganapati do? He said, I'll call your name 3 times. Before that, you should come back. So Ravana said, yes. And when he went, Ganapati started calling Ravana, Ravana, Ravana 3 times and he kept the Atmalinga there. So Vignakarta. He created obstacle for person like Ravana. If you are a Asura like Ravana, what do you mean by Asura? You may say, I am not Ravana. Yes, your name may not be Ravana, but your mentality is Ravana. Nowadays, people are also keeping the name Ravana. There are many people who have kept the name Ravana. So there is no surprise in that. So whether your name is Ravana or especially your mentality is a Ravana, your attitude is of Ravana, a demoniac mentality, demoniac attitude, everything is for me, I am the enjoiner, I don't care for anyone, I don't care for God, I'll take the God's wife like Sita. No, all this is a Ravana mentality. For you, Ganapati will play the role of a Vignakarta. He will create more and more obstacles, more problems. Don't think I'll like Ravana also got Vignesha, that Ganapati, but he created more problem for Ravana. So, Vignaharta, for devotees, he'll remove the obstacles. If you are a devotee, in your sadhana marga, in your moksha marga, as a tattvabhimani devata, he will take the responsibility to make your sadhana marga as easy as possible. To achieve bhakti, to become servant of Lord Krishna, to do pure Shuddha Bhakti, for you, Ganapati will play the role of Vignaharta. Not that, oh, I've got some material desire in my mind, I will do some Ganapati puja, and I'll assume in my mind, Ganapati will remove all the obstacles for me to achieve my material desire. So who told all these things? Shastra says, for you it will be Vignakarta. For if you are utilizing, because what is the role? What is the original role of Ganapati? He is a Tattvabhimani Devata. What is the function of a Tattvabhimani Devata? These Tattvabhimani Devatas, they are responsible to assist the human beings in their sadhana, in their moksha. So only when you're doing your sadhana, you're on the path of the moksha, go back to spiritual world, they will facilitate you. That means they'll remove all the obstacle. And that power of Vignaharta power, Vignam Vihantu Malam Jagatrayasya, that Brahma Samhita said, that capacity has come from Govinda and that is only given to devotees. We should not simply assume in our head, for me to achieve my material desire, Ganapati will remove all the obstacles. Ganapati will create more obstacles. Only if you want to achieve pure devotion, he'll remove your vignas. So this is his very interesting point. And this is also mentioned in Skanda Purana. What it is mentioned? Karya vidvamsino ye. Karya vidvams. So what people are thinking? All the karya means my work, all that will nicely will happen. But Skanda Purana is saying, Karya vidvamsino ye ye vaktrasta samudirita vakran tundena yohanti vakratunda sa iryate. He has got the name Vakratunda. People keep on chanting this mantra. Vakratunda mahakaya koti surya samaprabha. And this is the meaning. The Skanda Purana is saying, what is Vakratunda? Because he creates disturbance in your material activities. Material desire activities. So his name is Vakratunda. Vakra, what do you mean by Vakra? Vakra means obstacles. Vakra means problems. Vakratunda, he is expert in Karya Vidvamsa. Vidvamsa means destroying. You have so many ideas, no? Like Ravana had an idea. I've got Atmalinga with me, you see what and all I will do now. So like that people got, you see now I got some power, I got some position, I've got job, I got a husband, I got wife, you see what and all I will do in my material life. For such a person, Vakratunda, Ganapati will come and do Karya Vidvamsa. Karya vidvamsino ye ye vaktrasta samudirita vakran tundena yohanti vakratundaha Iryate. This is the meaning of Vakratunda from Skanda Purana. So we have to very carefully understand. These are all very important. And now, next is why this Moshika, the rat, has become the Vahana of Vinayaka. Some people make fun of this. Nowadays, this has become on trend. First of all, these Westerners, the foreigners, they have no ABCD understanding of our Sanatan Dharma. And there are some Indians who have become the chelas of this Western world by studying their education system, and they think that by attacking Sanatan Shastras, they look like intelligent. But actually, they expose their own foolishness by doing all that. So they say, oh, how can elephant be Vahana, vehicle for Vinayaka? First of all, Prabhu, you said Mahakaya, 120 trillion kilometer is the size of Ganapati's body, and you are only saying his size is 120 trillion kilometer size, and now you are telling one rodent or this rat is how these two things don't connect. See, that's how it's all mythology. Please understand, this is not the way. There was a demon called Mushikasura, and he declared war with Ganapati, and Ganapati defeated him in the war. And after defeating him, this Mushikasura offered prayers to Ganapati and said that, I want to become your servant. I want to do seva to you and allow me to be your servant. So how? I will carry you everywhere. I'll carry you everywhere. So that's what. And now, does it mean this, first of all, this Mushika is not your house Mushika. In your house, when a rat is roaming around, and that rat has become this. This is a very small understanding. The universe is much, much bigger than what you think, what you see in your house. So there are personalities whose forms are different. The forms are different. And the personalities are different. There can be an ordinary soul in your house which also has a form of a rat. There can be a great powerful personality which can also have a form of rat. Like we say, oh, we have a prime minister who is so powerful and he also has a human form. You are an ordinary person begging on the road. You also a human form. How can these two be same? See, irrespective of your power and position, the forms can be different. So there can be a very powerful personality called Moshika who has a form of a, Moshika, rat. And that doesn't mean he has a capacity to carry the size of Ganesha. When Ganesha is riding on Moshika, he is allowing that much weight that Moshika can experience. That is the Siddhi of Ganesha. The Ganesha has that power. He will make how much weight that Moshika can carry, that much weight only he will allow. So in that way he has become Moshika. Ganapati is also called Ekadanta. People keep on chanting the name Ekadanta. How? When Vyasadeva was narrating Mahabharata, so he was writing and at one point his pen broke. So, but there was a condition. What is that condition? You cannot stop in between. So what did Ganapati do? He took out his own tusk, elephant tusk, and he started writing. That is why he got the name Ekadanta. Ekadanta. So this is how, see, in the service of Lord Vyasadeva, Vishnu, he was ready to offer his own body, ready to take inconvenience. Sometimes we are doing some seva, right? Let's say I'll give you on service, please decorate this with flower. Flower got over. Oh, now flower I have to get from market. For that I have to spend from my pocket. Who will do all these things? I'll not do this. But Ganesha is not like that. He is doing his seva, writing Mahabharata. And meanwhile his pen broke. He tell Vyasadeva, what can I do? The pen you gave, it broke. Give me one more. No, he said, no, let me use what is there with me. I'll use one of my tusk, Danta. I'll write it. Look at their surrender. Look at their readiness to continue the service. No, it's mine. I'll not do. This is the mood and mentality of Ganesha. When it comes to doing seva to Lord Krishna, seva to Lord Vishnu, he is ready to offer his own body. And that's why he's got the name Ekadanta. When you hear all these words, it should tell us how much he is surrendered to Krishna, how great devotee he is, and the same quality, same mood and mentality we should also aspire from Ganapati. On this Ganesh Chaturthi, when we offer prayer to Ganapati, we should pray, Ganesha, how? Without hesitation. You broke your tusk, Danta, and wrote Mahabharata. Give me that mood, give me that spirit for service of Prabhupada, for service of your this Dharma Samstapana Karya, Sankirtana Dharma, to establish that. Let me not hesitate anything to offer from my side. Right? This is how we should pray, offer our prayers to Ganapati. And then there is also another demon called Pralamba. He did so much tapasya to Ganapati and received some blessing from Ganapati. With so much power. And the same Pralambasura in the Dwapar Yuga, he attacked Balaram and Krishna. And Balaram killed him. And this Asura, Pralambasura, he did tapasya and received power from Ganapati. But that power of Ganapati, what he gave, it did not work in front of Krishna Balaram. Because this power that Devatas give, that Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita 7th chapter, is always subordinate to Lord Vishnu. It will not make you independent. So we should. That is why Prabhupada said, we don't approach Devatas for any of our requirements. What is that? Why? Because first and foremost is, this is, they're temporary. Even if they give, they are temporary. They are not permanent. So in the Bhagavad Gita, it is mentioned, all these things. So we always approach Lord Krishna, and whatever we want, we receive that. But with all this understanding, we should have the right respect for Ganapati. We should have right respect. Please do not have a callous, neglectful Disrespectful attitude towards a great personality like Ganapati. Please understand what is your size. You are 5 feet, 6 feet, some 50 kg, 60 kg, 100 kg maximum. What is Ganapati? Mahakaya, Lambodara, 120 trillion kilometer, at least the size of his body, we should have some respect. And then what is his connection with Krishna? His connection with Krishna, what is he? He is in Krishna's body in the universal form. Nabhi dasid antariksham. He is in the navel of Mahavishnu. Where are you? You are in the dirty material world. And where is Ganapati? He is in the Nabhi, Antariksha of Mahavishnu. For that we should respect Ganapati. And what is his proximity, relationship with Vishnu? He has appeared as Charudeshna, one of the great son of Lord Krishna in Mahabharata, assisting in Bhubara Harana. Are you assisting? Are you doing any seva, little bit seva to Lord Krishna? Look at Ganapati's capacity. He is helping Krishna in Bhubara Harana. He is again assisting Krishna in Vyasadeva form by writing Mahabharata. Are you at least reading Mahabharata? At least reading not entire Mahabharata, at least the Bhagavad Gita, which is part of Mahabharata. If you say I am a devotee of Ganapati, at least read what Ganapati has written. Ganapati wrote Mahabharata, and that means Bhagavad Gita is part of Mahabharata, that Ganapati wrote it. If you say I am a great devotee of Ganapati, at least read Bhagavad Gita. In that way become real devotee of Ganapati. I don't want to read Bhagavad Gita which is written by Ganapati, but I want to go to Ganapati for all material desires. Then for you Ganapati will act like Vakratunda. He'll do all Karya Vidhamsa, like what he did with Ravana. So we should be very careful. If you want real blessings of Ganapati, for that we have to do sadhana. In our sadhana marga, moksha marga, this great personality called Ganapati, who is Akasha Tattva Bhimani, controller of this Antariksha, Akasha Dyav, is one of the 12 great personalities who monitor the entire universe, who is a great assistant of Lord Vishnu in this managing this universe, and that great personality will give all help for me to achieve my ultimate goal of life, going back to spiritual world. This is the right understanding of Ganapati, and these are the right prayers today we should offer to Ganapati. So with this understanding, we will celebrate the Ganesh Chaturthi by offering appropriate prayers with appropriate understanding. We'll stop here. Granthara Srimad Bhagavatam ki, Jagat Guru Srila Prabhupada ki jai.